Jim Lether zapping us with the energy we need on this Monday.
That's right. Showtime.
Normally, he's the guy who gives us the buzz on the bees, but today, my friend Jim Lether is sparking our interest in electricity, get it, by showing us homemade lightning. How you doing, Jim?
Doing very well, thank you.
So we are here at M4Reactor.
Yes.
Awesome place. Jim, you are the president of Make Delmarva.
Yes.
Also a master beekeeper, but we
Yep.
all know that. Now, first of all, tell us what Make Delmarva is.
So Make Delmarva is our local nonprofit that runs M4Reactor Makerspace. We are a community makerspace, so we have a workshop here with tools for electronics, woodworking, laser cutting, you name it, we have a way to get it done. It's a collaborative space for people to come in and be creative, make things, and provide them with access to tools they may not ordinarily have at home or may not have space for at home.
We know you love the bees, but you also love science and electricity, right?
Yep. Science, engineering, electronics. I'm definitely an amateur electronics enthusiast, and I've sort of taken on to the microcontroller part and the high voltage side of things.
I feel like when people see this, they're not going to call you amateur. Like this is going to be pretty impressive. So tell us, what do we got here?
So these are Tesla coils. Tesla coil is essentially a pair of electronic coils, a primary and secondary coil, usually consisting of a low voltage input. For this little guy would be this tiny battery. It's a 4-volt battery. And then a transformer that steps that up to tens of thousands of volts and sends a current through a primary coil, which then excites a secondary coil, which then steps the voltage up again to hundreds of thousands of volts.
This is so cool. Okay, so I think we should start with the little daddy here.
Sure.
And show us how it works here.
Absolutely. So this is a standard spark gap Tesla coil. So these 2 bolts on the front here, this is a spark gap. This is what they used for transistors before there were transistors. Basically, the capacitors on the side here will build up a charge until that charge has enough power to arc across this gap, and that energizes the circuit. So it actually is acting like a switch on when the arc jumps, off before it can jump. So it creates a situation where you're basically flicking electricity on and off and on and off over and over again, which sends a current through this primary coil, which is this green wire, which then excites the secondary coil. And the idea with the Tesla coil is you're trying to create resonance where the current passes back and forth between the 2 coils, and you want to do it in a very particular way. Think of a swing. You definitely want to push it back the other way when it's at its highest point, so you get that timing right to create the biggest voltage possible.
Gotcha.
And then the charge builds up in this top load and then dissipates into the atmosphere. And it creates a lot of heat, which causes the air around it to ionize and creates plasma, which is that purple arc you see at the top of them.
All right, let's get those lights. Wow. Jim, that's so cool! All right, so that was amazing, but I have a feeling this one's gonna blow my mind.
This one will do a little bit more, yes.
Oh, I'm so excited. Jim, I can't get over how cool that one is. The sounds, how did you get the sounds to work?
So it uses an interrupter to turn the arc on and off at a particular frequency, which creates a pressure wave, which sounds to the human ear like a tone. And we can do that in a way that it creates music.
Wow. And these light bulbs were going off.
Yep, so the electronic field from this is exciting the plasma, or exciting the gas inside of those tubes, which is creating plasma, which is making them glow. That's how fluorescent tubes work.
That is incredible. Also, do the bees know about your fascination for this stuff?
I have had this thing outside at home. I don't know if they were paying attention, but I have a feeling they would be attracted to it
Sure.
if I were to bring it nearby.
That is awesome. Jim Leather, thank you so much for showing us this cool stuff today.
Absolutely.
And people should know more about this space, right?
Yes, we'll be opening very, very soon. We're looking to have a grand opening event in late May or early June.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. And we're all fired up. We're all energized. We're electrified. It's a great day. Don't marvel life. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.